Brought to you by Penguin.
The Here and Now. Written and read by Oliver Burkeman, Sara Milne Rowe, Chloe Madeley, Dr. Amir Khan, Sophie Fletcher, Chloe Brotheridge, Helen Tupper, Sara Ellis, The Mindfulness Project, and Rukmini Iyer. The health and fitness information in this book has been compiled by way of general guidance in relation to the specific subjects addressed. It is not intended as a substitute for medical advice. Please consult your GP or healthcare professional before performing the exercises described in this audiobook, particularly if you are pregnant, elderly, or have chronic or recurring medical conditions. Do not attempt any of the exercises while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Discontinue any exercise that causes you pain or severe discomfort, and consult a medical expert. So far as the author is aware, the information given is correct and up to date at the time of publication. The authors and publishers disclaim, as far as the law allows, any liability arising directly or indirectly from the use, misuse, or the information contained in this book.
Introduction. The Tigers and the Strawberry by Oliver Burkeman. There's an old story, traditionally attributed to Zen Buddhism, about a man who's being chased by vicious tigers. He's running as fast as he can when, suddenly, he comes to the edge of a very high cliff. He sees a vine that's growing over the precipice and realizes there's nothing for it. He's going to have to grab the vine and climb down over the side of the cliff. So he's dangling there, hanging on for dear life, when his very bad day turns into an extremely bad one. A mouse emerges from a hole in the cliff and starts gnawing away at the vine. Death now seems inevitable and imminent. The man looks up at the snarling tigers. He looks down at the ground far below. Then he notices a wild strawberry that's growing right in front of him. He plucks it, takes a bite, and savours one of the most delicious pieces of fruit he's ever tasted. That's the end of the story. People are often annoyed that the story ends there because they want to know what happens next. Specifically, does the man die? To which the equally annoying answer is, well, yes, obviously, sooner or later. We all do. And in fact, that's the point of the tale. The man's situation is really just an extreme version of the one in which we all find ourselves. We get a short amount of time on the planet. We know that it's inevitably going to end. And in the meantime, the only way to enjoy it, or to make it meaningful, is to be present at least sometimes for what's actually happening, right here and now. If instead you're always preoccupied with worry about what might be coming next, or with regrets about the past, or self-critical thoughts about how you're no good, or angry inner monologues about your next-door neighbour or the politicians you hate, you're going to miss the only life you ever get. And yet, as you've presumably noticed, most of us are exceptionally bad at living in the moment. It's particularly easy to see how universal this problem is during times of great uncertainty, like our own, when it can feel hard to focus on anything at all because you're worried the apocalypse might arrive a week on Thursday. And social media definitely makes things worse by providing us with so many tempting opportunities to not be present, to drift away from focusing on the convoluted story that your 5-year-old was just telling you, say, or on the feel of the breeze against your skin, and to spend your time starting arguments with breakfast TV hosts on Twitter instead. But this tendency we have to get distracted from our lives is really nothing new. As long ago as the 17th century, the French philosopher and mathematician Blaise Pascal was pointing out that we are so unwise that we wander about in times that do not belong to us. He was talking about the future and the past, and also so vain that we dream of times that are not, and blindly flee the only one that is. In other words, it's only ever now. And when you stop to think about it, our worst problems are almost never happening now, but only in an imagined future. As Mark Twain is famously supposed to have remarked,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?